Thank you. In relation to Dr. Feinberg's words, I want to say the following, summarized in five major points. First, the main characteristic of United States foreign policy to Latin America in this century is the lack of a state policy. Policies which change abruptly from one government to the other. And from the point of view of Latin America, the main consequence is the increasing geopolitical irrelevance of the region, to which there have been no reaction, not even for security reasons, not even for China and Russia. Different to the 90s, there are no policies to be followed from one government to the other. This is not happening only in relation to Latin America, but almost in every important area, including Ukraine and Israel, but is strongly felt as a consequence in the region. Second, there is no major historical joint project, and the difference is clear and shown by a comparison of the first summit of the Americas, one very dear to Dr. Feinberg, which happened in Miami in 1994, to the last one in Los Angeles last year. Miami offered a path to a common market in economic development supported by two governments, Bush Sr. and Clinton's, and democracy as the political system. Third, both are to blame, not only USA, but also Latin America. To start with, Latin America rejected as a region the offer at the time of the 90s, and at that time, the only dictatorship was Cuba. Today there are four, and the number is increasing more than decreasing. Fourth, in the region, there has been a clear recoil in relation to democracy, as well as, and this is new, there has been a Latin Americanization of politics in the United States, polarization, division, cultural war, and the almost impossibility to have any bipartisan policy in relation to the region. The problem is the United States is still the main superpower in the world. Fifth, China. This is a major change. The economic power of China makes it a very different challenge to the one of the Soviet Union last century. And Beijing is set to replace United States as the sole power of the world, and they also have a date for that. The century of the proclamation of the People's Republic by Mao Zedong. That is to say, October the 1st, 2049. We can be sure of the intentions because China is following what United States did to England last century, step by step. What to do? I forward rapidly three ideas. Both Latin America and United States need to recover state policy as a base of their relationship. From dictatorships in Latin America, the respect to the White House has been lost. And mostly in Latin America, there are no consequences for wrong behavior. Secondly, the second idea is needed to have an automatic response to the dictatorship, mostly those where the government is in the hands of organized crime. Today, there is an automatic response to military takeover, which is more a problem of last century, but the region is not prepared for this 21st century type of dictatorship like Venezuela. And lastly, a new relationship probably will start by being fully aware of the historical opportunity that was lost in the 90s, but also it cannot go forward if it's, as is happened today in Washington, centered only in two subjects, illegal immigration and drugs. And thank you.